So you're not going to believe this dream I had last night.
Oh, really, Rob? What was it?
What's that supposed to mean?
We did this twice last year, okay? We get it. You have these dreams, and we're all in them, and ostensibly they're about Pete. But in reality, they're just mirroring things that go on with Brett Favre, right?
Actually...
Here, let me guess. This time, Pete decides he's walking away for good in February. He says he's got carpal tunnel syndrome from years of overuse. He won't have the surgery, and that proves there's no way he's riding again. You have hair, of course. But then it's a couple months later, we hire a guy to replace him, and the next day Mike gets a call from Pete saying he's still not riding anymore, but he wants to be off the Press-Gazette payroll. Fine. Of course, it's not long before we find out he had the surgery. He's doing light riding exercises. Jason Wilde's been talking to him about riding for ESPN Milwaukee. It's obvious to everyone what's going on. Yet then we get months and months of this back and forth. I've decided to stay retired, but I'm still doing some writing. Who knows what'll happen? Blah, blah, blah. Until one day Wilde supposedly calls Pete out of the blue, and Pete just says, "Can I write on Friday night?" And 3 weeks into the season, Pete writes a great ending to a game story, and everyone slaps him on the back, saying he hasn't lost a thing, even though history suggests by December he'll be run down again and won't even want to be in the office. That pretty close?
Well, actually, I'm a baby, and I'm in a crib, and I'm on this cloud, and there's this clown chasing me, and he's got a gun, and never mind.
Freak. What's up, everybody? Tom Pellicero here with Rob Domofsky. Rob, let's just get straight to the chase. Clearly, Brett Favre facing his old team. This is going to be a huge national storyline throughout the week, really building all the way to Monday night. You've spoken to players, so have I, really since this entire thing happened last summer. Do they care?
You know, it was interesting. After the Rams game Sunday night, I was talking to Colin Jenkins about it, and he said, well, you're going to hear us say it's just another big game. And he paused for a second. He goes, but not really. So they know, and they know this is bigger than just a Week 4 division game. I mean, this is Brett Favre against his old team, and they're wrapped up in it. Maybe not as much as the outside, the fans, the media, but they're definitely wrapped up in it.
So extracting Favre for a second, in the scope of things in this season, you got the 3-0 Vikings, the 2-1 Packers. The Packers really haven't beaten a really good team. They did beat Chicago. The Vikings are coming off a dramatic win over San Francisco. In the scope of the season, how big is this game?
Well, I don't know that any Week 4 game is necessarily do or die, but if you look at it from a pure standing standpoint, if the Vikings win, they're 4-0. Packers would be 2-2, 2 games behind, and essentially at this point would lose the tiebreaker and be 3 back. So from that standpoint, it's big, but there's still a lot of football to play.
So what does it take? The Packers obviously coming off the loss to Cincinnati and then beating a St. Louis team, but even that game was still in the balance into the second half. Are they ready to beat a team of Minnesota's caliber on the road?
They haven't shown that yet. Now, I still think this team has the potential to be a playoff team, and to be a playoff team, you're going to have to win 10 games, which means you're going to have to beat some good teams, but they haven't done it yet, and they haven't shown that they're capable of that yet. So I think they're going to need to take a pretty significant jump if they're going to do that this week.
Are they going to do it?
I'm going to say no.
For Rob, I'm Tom. See ya.
So how come you always get the hair?
It's my dream.
And why is he here?
I don't know how you guys live like this.